I'm now taking over the all in one suit. I'm ready to try to quit it off. You already had it. Yeah, I think you're talking with I think he's yeah, so hello. Yeah, I'm not having finance for doing it. I had to learn about it. Was actually congratulations. Thank you. Especially in the validation of land my name is Joseph. I'm the CEO of I&PR. We're based in India. We work on small programs. You're doing great.
I think it's something we'd like us to. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If I have your attention, I would like to start there are issues about the Davos airspace and other things, so he has to leave in time. I am Satya Tripathi. I chair the Sustainable India Finance Facility, which is a partnership and the World Agroforestry Center. And of course, we are greatly supported by our friends around the table, including Pawan Sukhdev, who's a member of the Board of Advisors of the Sustainable India Finance Facility, but more importantly, the president of WWF International, which is perhaps the oldest and the most respected conservation entity across the world in 80 countries, if I got that right, Pawan. And I'm sure you will all introduce yourselves. I don't want to spend much time because there are Nick to offer his welcome remarks.
Thank you so much, Satya. Economic Forum. Last year it was somewhat dominated by President Xi of China, but this year with Prime Minister Modi, with yourself and so many others coming from India, this is the end of India. So to be surrounded with so many great Indians is really a moment of great happiness and joy to me. I think I will just focus on two issues, because when we look into how we can really take the way forward in the space of environment, I think there are two critical factors, and they are just coming together here today. One is the most asked for raw material on planet Earth: political leadership. Without that, we come nowhere. We need political leadership for sure at the highest level, like, say, Prime Minister Modi or President Xi, but we also lead political leadership at the regional level, and Andhra Pradesh is a state the same size of France or Italy, so it matters for sure. That political leadership is critical. I've followed through media your career throughout the years. I know that you were the real pioneer of digitalizing India, taking India into the modern world, when you were the chief minister of the combined state of what is now Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and linked that with key international figures and served India and the people of Andhra Pradesh so fantastically in that respect. And of course, that's what we hope to see now, you taking that leadership into a new level where we can assist you on the global scene. We can explain this to the rest of the world. When we succeed, and I'm sure you will succeed in Andhra Pradesh, we will take this to the rest of India and to other parts of the world. You cannot do it alone. You are with many great people. I'll point to you, Vijay Kumar. Without your practical experience, down-to-earth expertise, going around in the villages, even the best of chief ministers cannot really get it done. But this combination of the political leadership and political will from the very top, which you symbolize, and your hands-on style out in the villages, I think will take us very far. But even with the best of political leadership, finance and money is also required. You cannot, without leadership, you come nowhere. You cannot just go there with the money. But with the best of leadership, we also need money. And that's why we are so excited at BNP Paribas. At the highest level, I met with the CEO in Paris in December. They have now made 10 billion American dollars, which is not a small amount, available for investment into greening of agriculture, protecting the forest, uplifting the small-scale farmer. It's not that this money will come on the table in one moment, but it's a long-term commitment which is enormously respectable. And I get the feeling also that it's getting a lot of excitement within BNP Paribas itself, because people working for a bank want to be there with a purpose. And the purpose of serving the planet is the best of the purpose a bank can have. And indeed, that was how banks was invented in the first place. They were there to serve citizens. So I will not go into the specifics, because others know that better. Environment is really excited to partner with you, Chief Minister Nadeau. We are happy to partner with BNP Paribas, and we want, of course, to partner with a huge number of other institutions which can serve this purpose. You have already started. I think it's 170,000. Okay. Quite a good number. I mean, there are many more farmers already into this scheme than are farmers in my nation, Norway, or indeed in all of Northern Europe combined. So even at the early stage, it's not small. Bringing 6 million farmers and their families into these schemes will be such a service. And then we will expand to all other parts of the world. But let's start with making this an astonishing success under your leadership in Andhra Pradesh. Hope to come back to Vijayawada soon to meet and discuss more. But again, thank you for coming, and thank you for all you are doing.
You're always very inspiring, and I would like to add that your leadership really inspires everybody in your environment to step out of their comfort zones and achieve the impossible by bureaucratic standards. But by global standards, they are still small achievements, I would say. But then we have made a great beginning under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. And when I met him a few months ago, I said, sir, this will have enemies of the kind that we haven't seen, because the kind of projects and the kind of planetary breakthroughs you're trying to achieve in your province in terms of turning the entire province of almost 54 million people green with 8 million hectares, that's 80,000 square kilometers almost. That's what you're talking. And so he said, leave that to me. Leave the politics to me. You guys support us, make it happen. And that's how we are all here today. And I would also like to quickly take this opportunity to thank all the illustrious ladies and gentlemen that have gathered around here today. Some of you manage multi-billion-dollar funds. Some of you run global organizations. And all your help in actualizing the vision of the Honorable Chief Minister is going to be very, very required in the years ahead. So it's not an easy pathway, but together we certainly can. With those words, allow me to invite the Honorable Chief Minister to make his presentation.
Yeah, I will go there.
Actual solution for that, I wanted to brief you. My goal is to promote rapid inclusive growth and farmers' happiness. Now by seeing you, I am adding consumer health also, so that both will be balanced. This is my state. I wanted to brief you only 1 minute. Population 54 million, 4% of India's population, 8th largest state of India, 13% of India's coastline, 14 ports being developed, India's gateway to the east. As on today, second largest cargo we are handling. Another 12 airports being developed, 6 are in existence. 109 billion US dollars GSTP, 10% growth across all sectors. This quarter, if you see, this is 11.61%, 4.5% higher than national average. And also number 1 in attracting investments, green economy, 4th, clean development mechanism, and also 2nd in reduction of greenhouse gases emissions, ease of doing business. We are number 1. Now I am going ease of living with happiness. This is the work I want to do. If you see here, this is my vision. One of the top 3 developed states in India by 2022, a green state by 2027, number 1 state in happiness by 2029, leading global investment destination by 2050. If you see GSTP contribution continuously 12% or more than 12%, even per capita income accordingly. Labor productivity we want to enhance from 8 to 16. This is the India's leading agrarian state. As on today, we are contributing nearly 27.59% to state GSTP, diversified cropping systems, 62% of population employed in agriculture and allied, forward-looking farming community, horticulture production, we are number 6, 1.4 million hectares, termed as the rice bowl of India. We use it to supply rice for the country. India's largest producer of fruits, eggs, aquaculture products. If you see, these are all various ranks we are having. Aquaculture, as on today, we are number 1 in the country. It is growing at the rate of 40%. Unbelievable growth, 40%. Ranked in first rank in coastal and freshwater aquaculture. Second, now by seeing you, I am adding consumer health also, so that both will be balanced. This is my state. I want to brief you only 1 minute. Population 54 million, 4% of India's population, 8th largest state of India, 13% of India's coastline, 14 ports being developed, India's gateway to the east. As on today, 2nd largest cargo we are handling. And also 12 airports being developed, 6 are in existence. 109 billion US dollars GSTP, 10% growth across all sectors. This quarter, if you see, this is 11.61%, 4.5% higher than national average. And also number 1 in attracting investments, green economy, 4th, clean development mechanism, and also 2nd in reduction of greenhouse gases emissions, ease of doing business. We are number 1. Now I am going ease of living with happiness. This is the work I want to do. If you see here, this is my vision. One of the top 3 developed states in India by 2022, a green state by 2027, number 1 state in happiness by 2029, leading global investment destination by 2050. If you see GSTP contribution continuously 12% or more than 12%, even per capita income accordingly. Labor productivity we want to enhance from 8 to 16. This is the India's leading agrarian state. As on today, we are contributing nearly 27.59% to state GSTP, diversified cropping systems, 62% of population employed in agriculture and allied, forward-looking farming community, horticulture production, we are number 6, 1.4 million hectares, termed as the rice bowl of India. We use it to supply rice for the country. India's largest producer of fruits, eggs, aquaculture products. If you see, these are all various ranks we are having aquaculture. As on today, we are number 1 in the country. It is growing at the rate of 40%. Unbelievable growth, 40%. Ranked in first rank in coastal and freshwater aquaculture. Second in freshwater fish production. Largest producer of shrimp among coastal states. Today I don't know, tomorrow you have to eat our shrimps only. That is the area we are moving very fast, we are producing. And also if you see here, egg production we are number 1 in the country, second in meat production, third in milk production, mango we are number 1, lemon, tomato, chili, turmeric we are number 1, we are number 2 in paddy, groundnut, maize, and our silk production we are number 2. With all these things, again here if you see, we have taken some initiatives as of now from agriculture. Last year in Andhra Pradesh, 33% less in rainfall, deficit in rainfall. We are able to grow 14% growth rate in agriculture. This year, my rainfall is 13.7% less. Even now, first half yearly, 25.6% growth in agriculture. All India level is only 2%. I have taken so many initiatives here. Even if you see soil health, we have gone in a big way. Now we are using drones also. 1 million soil health cards distributed, first of its kind in India. Added to that, I have gone for micronutrients. If you see micronutrients, 1 million hectares deficient area covered in 17-18, 94,796 metric tons micronutrients distributed. So $12 million micronutrients supplied and 100% supply, 100 million enhancement of farmers' income. It is, if you see here, tremendous advantage because of micronutrients. Inputs in time I have given. Fertilizers consumption has been reduced, 143,000 metric tons, only one season. It is saving nearly USD 51 million. What I am doing, go for natural way, reduce fertilizer consumption and also pesticides consumption, so that health, everything will improve. Even farm mechanization, we are going in a big way. Uberization in agriculture farm mechanization I am going, so that everybody, by clicking app, immediately machine will come and then it will be easy for him to go for agriculture. Even crop insurance we are doing right time, in time we are releasing, crop loans we are going in a big way. Finally, we are coming for natural farming. Last year, we conducted one hackathon, innovative technologies in agriculture. Government of Andhra Pradesh and also Bill Gates Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and CAA we have conducted. We have attracted best innovative ideas all over the world. We are implementing all these things. Now we are going drones in a big way for pesticide spraying and also for soil testing. These are all the new areas we are working. We see here the agriculture growth I told you is on. And also challenges, you are all aware, I don't want to mention again and again. So many problems are there, sometimes drought, sometimes floods, thereby farmers are in distress, and also sometimes yield is low, sometimes pest attack. So many problems farmers are facing, thereby they are in bad shape. For all these things, solution is very clear. Engineering transformation through zero budget natural farming, regenerative agriculture. This is 6 million farmers' happiness. If you see farmer objectives here for farmers, viable livelihoods, reduce cost of cultivation and risks, improve yields, fair prices, climate resilience. For consumers, more food and also nutritious food and quality food they can live more years without spending hospital expenditure. Tremendous impacts on the health of citizens, better soil fertility, water retention, biodiversity, greenhouse gas reduction. This is if you see here, regenerative agriculture is a holistic land management practice that leverages the power of photosynthesis in plants to close the carbon cycle and build soil health, crop resilience, and nutrient density. This is where 5 principles we are working. Knowledge is available. We are all missing application of knowledge. Technology has come. If we use knowledge as technology, it is a deadly combination now. This is one experiment, it is going how it is ZBNF principles, Jivamrutam. Enhance soil microbiome through application of cow dung, cow urine, and other local ingredients. Second one, if you see, Bijamrutam, microbial seed coating through cow urine and also cow dung based formulations. Third one, cover crops and mulching. Ground to be kept covered with crops and also crop residues. And also Ofasar, fast build-up of soil humus through ZBNF leads to enhanced water vapor, condensation on soil surface. Pest management, no chemicals, formulations based on cow urine, dung, and botanical extracts. If you see here, farmer is central focus. Master farmers are our training. From there we are going inspirational training of Subhash Palekar. He is giving excellent lectures. He is moving throughout the state. And also IT professionals are coming for 7 days, 10 days training program. Recently, January 1st, we conducted a training program. We are all busy in celebrating New Year. All IT professionals came. They sat 1 week. They celebrate this function. I am very happy, I am proud of that. And also you see here, human mediated videos and also ICT backbone, farmers, self-help groups and also federations. Here I want to tell you one thing. ICT in Andhra Pradesh is very easy. Every home we are connecting 15 Mbps. Video, audio, 500 channels and also 3 telephones and Wi-Fi at the cost of 149 rupees, $2 a month. This is the biggest exercise we are doing. With this, we can communicate very easily. Zero budget natural farming project, if you see here, 500,000 farmers, 500,000 hectares, 2,000 villages, 2015 we started. That is at the time initiated by government of Andhra Pradesh with USD 100 million investment over 6 years from 2015-21. 2017 progress is 1,39,230 farmers in 972 villages across all 13 districts of Andhra Pradesh. And also these are all the key partnership. Government of India, Premji Foundation, and also Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, United Nations Environment Programme, UN Environment, Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. We are all working with them. I am very happy recently announced 2018 is declared as the year of natural farming in Andhra Pradesh. We are creating history. A great movement is in the making. This is my statement here recently. We are working on the direction. These are all the results if you see, amazing results. Farm productivity is on the rise. Paddy 6%, groundnut 5%, chilies 36%. This is the experiment. One woman farmer, Lashmi, from Chittor, 0.2 hectares, 20 hectares, cost of cultivation $770, yield 4,800 kgs, income 3,230 rupees US dollars, 23% higher than previous. Now my health has been improved. Apart from getting income, health is important. If you see here, improved ability of ZBNF farmers to withstand extreme weather conditions and seasonal changes. This is same plot, one farmer. This is ZBNF, that is conventional. That is the difference between the crop with ZBNF. Now biodiversity is protected totally. ZBNF farms provide habitats for diverse flora and fauna. This is, if you see the pictures, it is very clear. Birds nest and behaves found among ZBNF crops. Now honey, I can produce more. I can supply all over the world. This is the scaling up to 6 billion farmers. This is the way we are working. One is Government of AP investing 2.5 billion for a shift to 100% natural farming in Andhra Pradesh. Partnership with Sustainable India Finance Facility to support scale out, converting 6 million farmers to practice zero budget natural farming, reducing 2 MMT of CO2. This is a great achievement equivalent to emitted yearly from the agriculture sector, making 8 million hectares free of chemicals, reducing runoff into water, ecosystems and health hazards. This is the cycle we are taking. 2018.3 million farmers, 100,000 hectares, 2020, 20%, 2022, 60%, 24, 100%, 27, green state. That is nearly, ultimately 6 million farmers, 8 million hectares. It is a gigantic task. Even sometimes you may not believe also. It is unbelievable, but everything is possible. Now everybody is feeling the happiness. So this is the target. I am very happy. If you see here, $1 spent on converting a farmer into ZBNF, $13 in economic benefit to the farmer. 1:13. Ecosystem benefits and health benefits are enormous. You cannot imagine. Now it is with you to quantify. It is with you to accredit. That is what I am asking all of you. This is, we are achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. United Nations has announced Sustainable Development Goals. All, if you see here, all 17 major goals, main goals. We are having a real-time monitoring system. I want to monitor real-time. This is what I am working today. Even you can monitor from UN office or some other departments how we are going Sustainable Development Goals. This is impacts of a green and ZBNF AP, reclaimed planetary boundaries, marching towards achieving 17 Sustainable Development Goals, enhance GDP of the poor through improved incomes at a household level, 6 million happy farmers, men and women, access to new and premium markets with sustainable and conscious commodities production, healthy
development our little bit is I see pictures of farm ponds.
healthy food for all citizens. So now by seeing you, I am adding consumer health also, so that both will be balanced. This is my state. I want to brief you only 1 minute. Population 54 million, 4% of India's population, 8th largest state of India, 13% of India's coastline, 14 ports being developed, India's gateway to the east. As on today, second largest cargo we are handling, healthy food for all citizens. So this is where I have done my best. I am not a scientist, I am only a politician, I am only a policy maker. But my commitment, my passion is this. There won't be any suffering for farmer. Even human beings should be happy. You wanted to be happy. You have to discover new things. That is only the possibility. As on today, I am very happy. We are in 4th Industrial Revolution. I have seen 3rd Industrial Revolution. I promoted 3rd Industrial Revolution. Now I am promoting 4th Industrial Revolution. With 4th Industrial Revolution, that is the confidence I told you. I wanted to be ease of doing business, best in the world, top 5 in the world. Ease of living with happiness, I wanted to be top 1 among top 5 in the world. That ease of living not only clearances all these things, what you eat, suffering with health and other things, and ultimately overall happiness. That is what I want to achieve. Finally, it is with you. How you are going to support me, it all depends on success. This success is not only Andhra Pradesh success, this success is a global success. I want partners from all of you. We will work together, we will make it a reality. I need all our cooperation. I am confident you will extend all the cooperation. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I invite Eric to please come to the front, please? On energy, environment and water, which is one of the top 20 leading think tanks in the world. And they're of course Indian think tank, but it gives me a lot of pride to say that they're one of the top 20 think tanks in the world on climate change. So they have independently done this study and published this. So Eric and the Honorable Chief Minister, if you can release it together.
Thank you.
And Pranav, you can be on the other side.
I'll catch you. Both of you.
Satya, please.
Yes, yes.
Opening a birthday present.
I can take that. Take that. So all of you can hold here. Come to this side.
Then the balance is not perfect.
But she's on the top.
Yeah. Many of the farmers are in.
Appears to this lady.
Yeah.
See how
Thank you so much. We had thousands of pictures to choose from, but her passion and her commitment comes through in the way she is showing her produce. We said this is the most.
Only produce, she's very happy.
Absolutely.
Of consuming the product.
Thank you, sir. Maybe we can, Arnav, some quick comments because you are the.
Evaluate how the scale up of what is already, in any global terms, already a massive program into something that you've outlined as your vision. It would be our honor to serve the program and put together the metrics that would hold an example to the rest of the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Initiative has been crucial to the kind of technical rollout a program of this magnitude. Now we are talking 6 million, but even the program, it was still 500,000 farms. That's not small numbers by any standards by itself. And the upfront technical support to making this happen. And so while we take, or as the Sustainable India Finance Facility, in joining this effort and contribute will happen over the next 5 years, but none of it would have been possible without a public-private collaboration of epic proportion. The Chief Minister put $100 million on the program, government money, but the private, Premji, who is a trustee of the Ajim Premji Philanthropic Initiative here, and I would...
Well, thank you, Satya, and thank you, Mr. Minister, for an incredibly inspiring speech. I will just proud to be associated with this project from the get-go. And I'll say a couple of things. You know, the farmer in India is a very fragile. Their solutions environmentally sustainable, resilient to climate change, and also producing food that's affordable and healthy. And innovative solutions like this are terrific, and they're any global standards, right, at 500,000 people. And the fact that we've seen the traction we've seen to be moving to 6 million is incredible. And inspiration, you're already an admiration to the country, and your project and your society. Be very honored to continue our association with this project. We've been incredibly inspired and impressed with the actual results that we've seen on the ground. And
Yes, please, please.
Now I am thanking Premji Group. They came voluntarily to extend the project. And also they asked Vijay Kumar to be the CEO. Really, all of us has to appreciate that group and also him. Because of him, it has happened today. Thank you.
I would be amiss if I wouldn't appreciate Mr. Vijay Kumar, and the Honorable Prime Minister talked about him as well, but he's been instrumental in actually executing this.
Thank you, Rishad. Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. Actually, 30th July is the day talking to them. I was simply blown away, and I'm a skeptical person. I'm not easily taken to homilies, and you get a lot of that. Who, in every sentence, said the farmers are the true heroes. I'm actually serving them. They are not serving anybody else. And as I talked to the farmer, that it came out that the farmers actually see themselves as the true heroes of the program. They talk about it passionately. You see the picture of the lady on the front. It's what she is doing, the bliss. And I asked him, I said, well, I'll of course come and meet the Honorable Chief Minister, but before that, what is your ambition? And he said, well, my Chief Minister's ambition is that we need to scale it up to 6 million farmers. And I said, I'm in. He said, you talk like you're carrying a few $1 billion in your pocket. I said, I don't, but I have very powerful friends who have, and they're all around this table. Thank you so much for all being here today. And with that, let me start. But before that, I would start with Pawan Sukhdev, who's the president of Soul, who started this whole business of studying the economics of ecosystems and biodiversity.
Naidu and Eric Solheim from the United Nations Environment. This is a group of 80 different country offices on conservation, supported by 6,700 staff, and we have more than 5.5 million members. But at you first, because you may not know this, but this is the second time I'm impressed with you. The first was when I was a younger man as a banker at Deutsche Bank.
The fundamental thing is that we need to replenish our groundwater. That's where we're integrating with national program and to actually use funds available. Source of funds is actually not the challenge. There is money out there, but how do you use it effectively, targeted to each and every farmer? Thanks to him, I am also the IT minister, which is quite weird, right? I mean, Panchayat Raj, rural development and IT. That shows his vision. He wants us to marry IT with rural development. That enables precise targeting. He wants us to do a 10-star rating for every Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat is the smallest block of administration, where every Gram Panchayat we rank based on availability of drinking water, individual household toilets, power, so on and so forth. But the most important star is creating 10,000 rupee income per household per month. That's massive. And that's where this entire project plays a very, very critical role. From our department, we've extended support. We'll continue to extend support. There is no second thought. Honestly, for me, it's a great revelation because this is the first time I'm getting to see the numbers. Corridor gossip is always there. We heard it. We dismissed it. We didn't believe it ourselves in our own department. But it's been an eye-opener, and I thank everyone around this table for their support. I will reach out to all of you personally. You'll have to extend all the support possible because I think Andhra Pradesh is a great guinea pig for you. Because we have great leadership at the helm of affairs. We are here to test ideas out, to retest it. We are not scared of failure. We have great political leadership that can communicate to the farmers, that can motivate the farmers, and then that can truly bring about transformation at the grassroots level. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. A very wise man once said, show me a person that has never failed in life and I'll show you a person that has never done anything worthwhile. So we are happy to fail, but we'll try big and fail. We don't fail. Eric and I discussed this. Some colleagues ask me, when you think of supporting such mega projects, is there a plan B? I said, who needs a plan B? Because plan B means you are hedging all the time. We must succeed. There's only plan A, and that's it. We will succeed. There are no alternatives to that. And that's how Eric and I work on this. And all the inspiring statements that have been made today, it only further strengthens our resolve. Alexander was telling me...
Funds is actually not the challenge. There is money out there. But how do you use it effectively, targeted to each and every farmer? Thanks to him, I am also the IT minister, which is quite weird, right? I mean, Panchayat Raj, rural development and IT. That shows his vision. He wants us to marry IT with rural development. That enables precise targeting. He wants us to do a 10-star rating for every Gram Panchayat. Gram Panchayat is the smallest block of administration, where every Gram Panchayat we rank based on availability of drinking water, individual household toilets, power, so on and so forth. But the most important star is creating 10,000 rupee income per household per month. That's massive. And that's where this entire project plays a very, very critical role. From our department, we've extended support. We'll continue to extend support. There is no second thought. Honestly, for me, it's a great revelation because this is the first time I'm getting to see the numbers. Corridor gossip is always there. We heard it. We dismissed it. We didn't believe it ourselves in our own department. But it's been an eye-opener, and I thank everyone around this table for their support. I will reach out to all of you personally. You'll have to extend all the support possible because I think Andhra Pradesh is a great guinea pig for you. Because we have great leadership at the helm of affairs. We are here to test ideas out, to retest it. We are not scared of failure. We have great political leadership that can communicate to the farmers, that can motivate the farmers, and then that can truly bring about transformation at the grassroots level. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. A very wise man once said, show me a person that has never failed in life and I'll show you a person that has never done anything worthwhile. So we are happy to fail, but we'll try big and fail. We don't fail. Eric and I discussed this. Some colleagues ask me, when you think of supporting such mega projects, is there a plan B? I said, who needs a plan B? Because plan B means you are hedging all the time. We must succeed. There's only plan A, and that's it. We will succeed. There are no alternatives to that. And that's how Eric and I work on this. And all the inspiring statements that have been made today, it only further strengthens our resolve. Alexander